My dear, beautiful soul, take a deep breath. Right now, in this very moment, you are exactly where you need to be. There is nothing you need to force, nothing you need to chase. You are not behind. You are not late. You are not forgotten. You are not forgotten. You are held. You are loved. There is a gentle rhythm to the universe, a sacred dance that carries all of us forward in perfect time. And when we stop trying to control everything, when we surrender, soften, and simply allow, something miraculous begins to unfold. You were never meant to do it all alone. You were never meant to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders. Sweetheart, it is safe to let go now. The universe knows your dreams. It heard your whispers in the quiet of the night. It felt your tears, your longing, your aching desire for more. And it is already working behind the scenes in ways you can't yet see on your behalf. So breathe, place your hand on your heart, and say with me, I trust life. I trust the journey. There is a divine intelligence greater than anything we can imagine, and it lives within you. When you begin to align with that truth, when you stop pushing and start receiving, you open the gates for miracles to flow. You don't need to make it happen. You need only allow it. Let the universe surprise you. Let it delight you. Let it carry you gently toward everything you've ever wanted, and more. You are worthy of every dream in your heart. You are already enough, just as you are. And when you relax into that truth, that's when magic happens. Sparkles surrender control and trust the divine timing of your life. These words are not just comforting, they are a gentle invitation to step into the rhythm of something greater, something more loving and intelligent than anything we could ever force into existence. We have been taught for so long to push, to strive, to control every outcome, to make things happen. But that path, while it may seem powerful, often leaves us tired, anxious, and disconnected from the natural flow of life. When we surrender, we are not giving up. We are not admitting failure. We are choosing peace. We are choosing trust. We are allowing the universe to do what it does best, guide us gently, unfold our path with love, and reveal miracles we couldn't have imagined on our own. Surrender is not weakness. It is the ultimate act of strength, of courage. It is saying, I no longer need to carry this burden alone. I trust there is something greater than me holding it all together. So many of us walk through life feeling that if we're not constantly in control, everything will fall apart. We believe we must plan every step, predict every outcome, protect ourselves from disappointment at all costs. But in doing that, we cut ourselves off from the beauty of the unknown, the gifts that arrive unannounced, and the timing that is not of our making but of divine perfection. Think about nature. A flower does not force itself to bloom. It doesn't rush or panic or compare itself to the flower beside it. It simply grows in harmony with the seasons, the sun, the rain, and the earth. There is an innate intelligence guiding it, and that same intelligence lives within you. It is woven into every cell of your being. You don't have to fight your way to your dreams. You need only to align with the truth that life is always unfolding in your favor. There are moments when the waiting feels heavy, when things seem still and silent, and we start to wonder if the universe has forgotten us. But it never does. In those quiet spaces, powerful shifts are happening. Seeds are germinating. Energy is realigning. Just because we cannot see the movement does not mean the miracle isn't being prepared. We must learn to trust the unseen, to understand that timing is not always in our hands, and that's a beautiful thing. When we try to force outcomes, we often settle for less than what is meant for us. We grasp at what feels safe or familiar, even if it doesn't truly resonate with our soul. But when we trust, when we step back and let life meet us halfway, we open ourselves to receive what is aligned, what is authentic, what is meant for the deepest part of who we are. The universe is not trying to punish you with delays. It is lovingly guiding you to what is truly yours. Sometimes the things we think we want so badly are not what our soul truly needs, and in that delay or redirection we are protected. We are kept safe from paths that might have brought pain or lessons we are not ready to learn. Trusting divine timing means believing that every detour, Every pause, every no is simply part of the greater yes that is already on its way to you. Surrendering control also means releasing the need to know how everything will happen. The mind craves certainty. It wants the map, the steps, the clear instructions. But the heart, is willing to leap without the full picture. It whispers, I don't need to know how. I just need to believe that it will. That's where true magic begins. That's where the universe has space to work, without resistance, without limitation. Every moment of your life has brought you here, and everything happening now is preparing you for what's next. Even the moments that felt like setbacks were really setups for your growth. Even the heartbreaks held wisdom. Even the delays were divine. Nothing is wasted in this universe. Every second is sacred. The more we try to grip tightly, the more exhausted we become. But when we let go, when we breathe deeply and open our hands, we make space for peace. We make space for joy. We make space for the universe to fill our lives with what we never knew we needed, but what has always been destined for us. The truth is, life is not meant to be a battle. It is meant to be a dance between intention and surrender, effort and ease, desire and allowing. When you take aligned action and then let go, you step into that dance. You move with the music of the cosmos. You trust that you are not alone on this journey. You trust that your dreams are valid and they are already known to the universe. There is a force that knows the right time, the right place and the right way. Your only job is to stay open, to stay present, and to say yes when the doors begin to open. You do not need to rush the process. You do not need to panic. You only need to rest in the knowing that what is meant for you will always find its way. You are worthy of your dreams simply by being you. Let those words settle into your heart for a moment. You don't need to prove your worth. You don't need to hustle for it, earn it, or convince anyone that you are deserving. Your existence alone, your breath, your presence, your being, these are enough. You are enough. We live in a world that teaches us to constantly achieve, to improve, to become something more than we already are. We're told that our value lies in what we do, how much we produce, how many people approve of us. But that is not the truth of your soul. That is not where your worth comes from. You are not here to be perfect, you are here to be real. And in your realness, in your softness, your authenticity, your joy, and even your messiness, you are worthy. Your dreams are not random. They are sacred whispers from the universe, placed delicately into your heart for a reason. They were given to you, not by accident, but with purpose. And because they live inside of you, you are already enough to receive them. You don't need to become someone else to be worthy of the life you desire. You don't need to shrink or hide or change yourself to fit into someone else's mold. You are already the perfect vessel for your own becoming. When we believe we are unworthy, we block the flow of good that wants to reach us. We say a no to love, to abundance, to opportunities, not because they aren't there, but because we think we don't deserve them. But your worth is not something that can be taken or questioned. It is a birthright. It is divine. And the moment you begin to honor that truth, the moment you start to claim your inherent value, the world responds in kind. It mirrors back to you the love and light you've always carried. You don't need to wait until you've healed more, done more, or become more to be worthy. You don't need to reach a certain milestone or gain someone's approval. You are worthy right now, even in your confusion, even in your sadness, even when you feel lost or uncertain or afraid. You are worthy because you are. That's it. That's enough. Your dreams don't ask you to be perfect. They ask you to believe in yourself, to believe in possibility, to believe that the things you long for were placed in your heart with intention and that you are already whole enough to bring them to life. So much of our pain comes from this idea that we must earn love, earn joy, earn rest, earn peace. But love is your natural state. Joy is your natural frequency. You don't have to perform for them. You don't have to chase them. They belong to you. And when you begin to embrace your worth, not from ego, but from truth, you begin to vibrate on a level where dreams naturally gravitate toward you. You are a divine creation, a spark of the universe in human form. That is not a small thing. That is everything. And every time you doubt your worth, every time you speak to yourself with harshness or judgment, you forget that truth. you forget that your soul is ancient, wise, radiant, and deeply loved by the universe itself. You are not broken. You are not behind. You are not missing anything. You have every tool you need inside of you. And when you start seeing yourself through eyes of compassion, of gentleness, of truth, you will begin to see how limitless you truly are. You will see that your dreams are not far away. They are right here, waiting for you to say yes. Say yes to being seen. Say yes to being loved. Say yes to your own dreams. Say yes to the worth that has always been yours. The universe is always working in your favor, even when you can't see it. There is an unseen intelligence, an infinite loving presence that surrounds you at every moment. It listens when you speak silently in your heart. It watches over you when you feel lost. It gently redirects you when you stray too far from what's meant for you, not to punish you, but to protect you, to realign you, to guide you home. But because we cannot always see this divine choreography with our human eyes, we assume nothing is happening. We panic in the stillness. We assume delays mean denial, silence means absence, redirection means rejection. But that is not the truth. That has never been the truth. The universe doesn't forget its promises. It doesn't overlook your prayers. It doesn't get confused about what you need. It is always at work, beneath the surface, beyond the noise, creating connections, shifting energy, clearing obstacles, and preparing the way forward. You might not understand why certain doors closed. You might not know why some people left or why things didn't unfold the way you hoped. But what you see as a dead end may have been a divine detour. What felt like a loss may have been sacred protection. The job you didn't get, the relationship that didn't work out, the dream that didn't manifest on your timeline, it was never the end of your story. It was part of your becoming. There are blessings that come disguised as heartbreak. There are prayers being answered through the detours you resent. The universe is not random, chaotic, or cruel. It is precise, it is intentional, it is endlessly patient and impossibly loving. And it responds not to your fear or your timeline, but to your energy, your alignment, your trust. Sometimes the universe has to delay your plans so your soul can catch up, so you can heal, so you can grow, so you can become the version of yourself who is ready to receive all that's waiting for you. It's not always about the thing you're asking for. It's about the you who will meet it, the you who will hold it with grace, the you who will not shrink under the weight of it, but rise with it. In this human life, we crave control. We want the evidence. We want signs. We want timelines. We want certainty. But the universe speaks a different language. It speaks in synchronicity, in feeling and intuition. It whispers through dreams and nudges through detours. It speaks to your soul, not your ego. And when you begin to listen with your heart instead of your mind, you'll realize you were never alone, not for a single breath. The things that fall away do so because they no longer serve your highest good. The people who disappear may be making room for those who will love you better. The dreams that crumble may be leading you to dreams that are even more aligned, even more luminous, even more you. The universe sees the full picture. You only see a piece. That's why trust is so essential. That's why surrender is so powerful. It bridges the gap between where you are and where you're going. There is something working for you even now, behind the disappointments, behind the scenes, behind the veil of what your five senses can detect. There are energies moving, doors unlocking, opportunities forming. The universe is rearranging things, not because it's punishing you, but because it wants the very best for you, the truest, the kindest, the most soul-aligned version of your dream. And just because it doesn't look the way you imagined doesn't mean it isn't perfect. Sometimes what you didn't ask for is even better than what you did. Sometimes the miracle isn't in getting what you wanted. It's in discovering that what you needed was so much more beautiful, so much more healing, so much more divine. Trust is not passive. It's not about sitting back and waiting. It's about opening your heart while you walk forward. It's about choosing peace in the uncertainty. It's about saying, I don't know how this will unfold, but I believe something good is on its way. That belief, that frequency, is what the universe responds to. Even when it's quiet, even when it's hard, even when the path is unclear, something is happening, something is shifting. You are not forgotten. You are not being punished. You are being prepared. You are being guided. You are being guided. You are being loved. Let go of fear and choose inner peace instead. Fear is loud. It rushes through your mind with urgency, fills your body with tension, and convinces you that you are not safe, not ready, not enough. It lives in the future, in the what-ifs, in the worst-case scenarios. Fear makes you believe that you must constantly be on guard, that if you relax even for a moment, everything will fall apart. But peace, true peace, comes from knowing that you are held no matter what. That you can rest, that you can breathe, that you can choose love over worry, trust over doubt, softness over control. You don't have to let fear drive your decisions. You don't have to let it build walls around your heart or silence your intuition. Fear will always have something to say, but you don't have to listen. You are not your fear. You are not your anxious thoughts. You are the awareness behind them, the calm center, the sacred stillness, the quiet knowing that all is well, even when it seems uncertain. Choosing inner peace is a radical act. It means turning away from the noise of the world and tuning into the whisper of your soul. It means deciding that your nervous system deserves rest, that your heart deserves gentleness, that your spirit deserves joy, not someday, but now, right now. When you let go of fear, you return to yourself. You reconnect with the truth that you are safe, guided, protected by something far greater than your worries. The universe has never left your side. You have never been alone. Even in your darkest moments, love was there, holding you, waiting for you to remember. Peace is not something you have to earn. It's not a reward for getting everything right. It's your natural state. It lives inside you beneath the layers of anxiety, beneath the pressure and the doubt. And the more you choose it, the more you breathe into it, the stronger it becomes. It becomes the place you return to, no matter what is happening around you. Fear may try to keep you small. It may try to convince you to settle, to stay quiet, to avoid taking the next step. But your soul is braver than that. Your soul came here to expand, to love fully, to live freely, to trust deeply. And that kind of life can't coexist with fear. It requires a letting go, a softening, a choice to stop letting your past define your future and your worries dim your light. You have the power to choose again in every moment, to interrupt the spiral of fear with a single breath, to say, no, I will not go there. I will not shrink. I will not betray my peace. Peace is not the absence of chaos, it's the presence of trust within it. It's the steady voice that says, I am safe, even here. I am loved, even now. When you lead with peace, you begin to hear your intuition more clearly. You begin to move with grace rather than force. You stop reacting and start responding. And life starts to feel different, gentler, sweeter, more aligned. That is not a coincidence. That is the universe meeting you at the frequency of your peace. You were not created to live in fear. You were created to embody love, to live as light, to walk through the world with a soft heart and a strong spirit. When fear arises, don't fight it. Acknowledge it, hold it with compassion, and then let it pass through. It is just a visitor. It is not who you are. The more you choose peace, the more you create a life that reflects it. Your relationships soften, your path becomes clearer, your body begins to heal, your dreams feel closer. Because when you are at peace, you become a magnet for everything that is meant for you. You become a clear channel for guidance, for blessings, for grace. Alignment attracts more than effort ever will. In a world that glorifies busyness, that praises the hustle and measures worth by productivity, this truth can feel almost radical. We're told to keep pushing, to work harder, to chase our dreams until we're exhausted and overwhelmed. But the deeper truth, the soul truth, is that you don't have to burn out to manifest the life you desire. You don't have to sacrifice your peace to be successful. What you need is alignment. Alignment is the sacred space where your energy, your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions are all moving in harmony with your truth. It's not about doing more. It's about doing what feels right. It's not about constantly striving. It's about choosing what resonates, what flows, what feels expansive in your heart. When you are aligned, you become magnetic. You don't chase, you attract. You don't force, you allow. You don't control, you co-create. Effort from a place of fear, lack, or insecurity often creates resistance. You may be working hard, but if you're doing it from a place of I'm not enough, or this has to happen, or I'll fail, the energy behind that effort blocks the very thing you're trying to bring in. But when your actions are infused with belief, trust, and joy, the universe responds in kind. It meets you with synchronicities, with doors that open effortlessly, with people and opportunities that feel divinely placed. Alignment feels different. It feels peaceful yet powerful. It feels intentional, not rushed. It doesn't mean there won't be work to do, but that work will feel inspired, fulfilling, connected to something bigger than just checking off a to-do list. When you are aligned, you're not just working toward a goal, you're becoming the version of yourself who naturally lives that reality. This is why inner work matters. This is why your thoughts, your emotions, your energy field are so important. Because what you radiate is what you attract. If you are aligned with love, joy, abundance, and worthiness, you will start to notice that your external world shifts to reflect that. People treat you differently. Opportunities find you. Life begins to mirror your inner clarity. The most beautiful part is that alignment isn't something you have to chase. It's something you return to. It's already within you. It begins with awareness, with asking yourself, does this feel true to me? Does this action honor my energy? Am I moving from love or from fear? Those questions bring you back to center. They bring you back to your soul. When you move from that place, everything changes. Your path lights up. Things start falling into place. Not because you've done more, but because you've become more aligned with who you really are and what you truly desire. That frequency, that deep soul-level resonance, is what draws miracles to you. You are not here to struggle endlessly or prove your worth through exhaustion. You are here to remember your power. To remember that your energy is your currency, your alignment is your compass, and your joy is your magnet. When you honor those things, life begins to respond in ways you never imagined possible. Miracles unfold when you relax, believe, and receive. There is a sacred rhythm to life that cannot be rushed, forced, or controlled. And the more you try to chase your desires with clenched fists and anxious energy, the further they seem to drift. But the moment you soften, when you exhale the tension, quiet the noise in your mind, and simply trust, you create space for the universe to move. That space is where miracles live. Relaxing doesn't mean giving up. It means letting go of the fear that says you must hold everything together on your own. It means releasing the tight grip of control and surrendering to the truth that something greater is guiding you. When you relax, your nervous system resets, your energy opens, and you begin to shift into a frequency of allowing rather than resisting. And that shift changes everything. Belief is the bridge between your current reality and the miracles waiting for you. It's not about blind faith, it's about choosing to see with your heart instead of your eyes, even when there's no evidence, even when it feels uncertain. Belief says, I know something beautiful is on its way to me, that energy, that conviction becomes a magnet for grace. It tells the universe, I'm ready. And then you receive, not by chasing, not by proving, not by demanding, but by opening. Receiving is an art. It requires stillness. It requires worthiness. It requires you to stay open, even when your mind tells you to close off, to allow love, abundance, support, and unexpected blessings to reach you, even when you don't feel ready, because the truth is, you are always ready when you are willing. Miracles are not rare. They are natural. They are the language of the universe. They arrive quietly, sometimes disguised in ordinary moments, but you must be in a state of openness to recognize them. And that state is created through relaxation, belief, and the gentle act of saying yes when the miracle knocks.